No matter which decade you look at from 1960 to present, there are few Italian cars better than the mid-engined V12 flagships of Pegassi, ever since they invented the supercar, as it is currently known. In 1967, they have evolved it year over year, decade after decade. Maybe they're not the greatest vehicles ever made, they're not the greatest handling, they're not the fastest, but they are definitely some of the most iconic and influential designs in the history of the auto industry. But they haven't had a flagship V12 since 2014. Well, until this year, because this is the Ignus, a brand new mid-engine all-wheel drive V12 monster from the founders of it themselves, over $2.2 million, and it is their first hybrid, technically. You see, the V12 is paired with a supercapacitor system, so it's not really a hybrid like all the other vehicles that you know of. But it still has an electric boost out of the corners that you can feel. But it does not sound like a hybrid, that's for sure. Such an extreme car deserves an extreme track. And in my money, there's no more extreme track than Azerbaijan's Baku Grand Prix. It's tight, narrow, has high-speed corners, low-speed corners, and unforgiving barriers surrounding the entire track. A true test for any vehicle. But when I got there, things were not as clear. Yep, incredibly dangerous Grand Prix track, and it's on a road car in the rain. Well, we got all-wheel drive, so let's not scupper the moment anymore, shall we? Oh, that does not feel like a hybrid. No, it does not sound like one. It's a oh my god. I was gonna say that's a sensational expression of Italian fury, but the turn-in just makes you speechless. I was expecting this to be more in tune with the Infernus from the 80s, but no, this is a really well-sorted car. Saying it's on rails, it almost sounds like an understatement, but that is exactly what it sounds like. It handles fantastically. There are the usual Italian quirks, but all in all, it's a phenomenal machine. I'm astounded at how good this car handles. I mean, it's not very fast because the styling is more focused on looks than outright top speed. You may mistake this vehicle for being very old-fashioned with its massive V12 and chintzy interior. But if you look in the details, you see the carbon fiber, you see the supercapacitors, you see the active aero, and you see the incredibly clever vents on the four corners for the wheels to relieve air pressure from the wells. It's a very technologically advanced car, and it shows. It should not feel this grippy. It doesn't get any understeer, it doesn't get any oversteer. I mean, I can try to get it to oversteer, but it's a bit like making a dog dance. It can do it a bit, but it's really not happy. It slides into the corner and then immediately grips back up and you just sort of stall out. It wants to turn a corner as fast as possible, and normally I prefer my cars to be more oversteery. But this thing handles so well, I don't really care. It's a joy to drive, and then you have that sensational noise behind it, and you get to look at a car like this when you step out of it. It's a phenomenal machine, and one of the best Pegassis I've driven in a long time. Naturally, a car of this scale deserves a proper rival, and a proper challenge for that rival. So I've come to an air show for a bit of a race around the pylons. Good old-fashioned time lapse are not in queue for this one, no. We're going to race this against the latest and greatest military hardware from Russia. This is the Akula attack helicopter, the first stealth helicopter, in fact. It's armed to the teeth with rockets and machine guns. However, if you fold the wheels in and you fold the rocket pods in, it's completely invisible to enemy radar. It looks like the Ignus, and it has the same technologically advanced style as the Ignus. A true rival. Okay. He is a lot faster in a straight line than me. However, I have a feeling I can be more maneuverable. However, I definitely get a better launch because he's got to spool that thing up. That's incredible acceleration. There he goes. Yeah, he's a little bit behind, but it's not going to be for long because that thing is so fast. He can just point the rotors, I guess, right at the ground pretty much and just fly past me. Jesus. He's all, oh my, he just drifted a bloody helicopter. He chucked it sideways and everything. That's not fair. Even I can't do that, and I'm in a car. Use every inch of the road and a little bit more, because we need to carry the speed, keep up with him before getting, walked on in the straightaway. It's not very often you get walked on in the Pegassi, but there you go. Now this is where I'm going to be strong, because you see that thing, as great as it is not designed for high-speed chicanes, and this is. Look at that. He's going into the corners, and you can just see it weaving about. It's not the most stable thing. That's going to cost him momentum. That's going to cost him speed. And then I got a big break when he lost all of his momentum by hitting the post, giving me a chance. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. It's neck and neck. We only got a few more to the line. Come on, please. He's a little slow. Rev it all the way. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, I can't see him. He's like right above me. There's the line. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Oh. I don't know if I got him. That was really close. By the fact that he's running away, I would assume I got him. I will take that any day of the week. Stability through the high speeds is the name of the game for the W. Oh, that was great. It is quite remarkable, over the last 60 years of this incredible design, how it has evolved from a pretty simple, rudimentary sports car with a V12 engine in the middle to one of the most technologically advanced road cars in the market. It is truly a worthy continuation.